Jones now. We'll start with a question from Russ Brown.
Yeah, Carlik, as you know, there's a lot at stake going into this game. As a player, how important do you feel that the double bye is?
I think it's very important. Especially just having a long season. Getting the double bye, allows you, watch other teams, gives you time to prepare, and sometimes, just kind of watch games and stuff to see who you'll be playing. It kind of sometimes give you, some days to catch up on some rest, for the team and stuff like that. So it's definitely huge. And you don't have to play as many games as everyone else when you have a double bye. So it's definitely important.
Did you play 4 straight games in the Big South tournament anytime?
Yes, I've played 4 straight games before, and I've also had a bye and then where I just had to play 3 games, and it felt a whole lot better, just playing those 3 games instead of having to play all 4.
Thanks.
Go to Shannon and then Jody.
Hey, Carlik, you guys have rolled with a lot of punches this season with all the delays and such. What was it like to actually fly to Virginia Tech and then find out the game was canceled and then have your focus immediately turn to Virginia and have extra days of practice?
It was a little disappointing, just because, we was prepared for them. I think we were all locked in and ready for that game. Just to, kind of, we want to, get rolling and get, a kind of a win streak going towards the end of the season and going into tournament play. But I think that, we were, all kind of upset about it. But, I think we were able to turn the page quickly, just knowing that, kind of getting used to, some of our games being canceled. It's happened before. So I think we kind of looked at it as, it's happened before, next day, next page. And we quickly turned our attention to Virginia. And I feel like the guys have been very locked in this week. And we're just stay ready and getting prepared.
Jody?
Carlik, speaking of turning your attention to Virginia, what have you seen with the Cavaliers and kind of preparing for them and kind of, what do you expect tomorrow?
We expect a good team. I know they had a little, a losing streak before playing against Miami and winning. I think they were on a 3-game losing streak, but they're still a good team. They're figuring it out. Everyone has ups and downs during the year, but I still believe that they're a good team. They're a great defensive team. I think they're a pretty good defensive team. They pack line defense. And they have some players. They have, players that can drive the ball, shoot the ball. Huff is a good player. Hauser is a good player. So, we're just going to have to play. We're going to have to be ready. We're going to have to be, on top of our game and be prepared to play them tomorrow.
Go to Colin and then Michael.
Hey, Carlik, I wanted to ask, your team's been really good defensively from the 3-point line all season. From your perspective, what sort of led to that success in terms of guarding the 3-point line?
Just really, knowing personnel. I think our coaches do a great job doing our personnel, just telling us who's shooters, who's drivers. And I think the team has kind of took pride in learning our personnel, learning what player does what, and what teams our strengths and weaknesses are. And I think what's gone a long way with our defense is we have each other's back. We're always in the gaps. And I think we've learned early in the season that, if we, make guys work for shots and make tough ones, then we'll be pretty good.
Michael.
Hey, Carlik, Michael McCammon, Cardinal Authority. Obviously, this has not been your typical year, but you are about to play your final game at the KFCM Center. Haven't had the opportunity to play in front of 20-something thousand fans. But what has this year? I guess obviously it's not over, but what is the experience of playing, with the Louisville jersey in front of the fans that you have had like for you this year?
Like you said, it's definitely a little different. I know coming in, I was kind of prepared to, play in front of, 20,000 some nights and stuff like that. But I think it's been a heck of an experience. Just playing in I feel like what is a bigger arena than, my old school. The fans, just being here, honestly. The experience has been great. I was thinking about it the other day, and it's just like, we might have the same, might not have the same amount of fans and stuff, but like the energy in the gym, how hard the fans go for the team, it's pretty amazing. And I've had a great experience. I've loved it all year long, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Last question for Carlik from Matt.
Hey, Carlik, it's Matt McGavick with Sports Illustrated. Obviously, your name's been tossed around as someone who could possibly win ACC Player of the Year. What would it mean to you to win Conference Player of the Year back-to-back years in 2 separate leagues if that were to happen?
It'll mean a lot. It definitely mean a lot. Just because kind of my problem, or not necessarily my problem, but my thought process of coming in here is I wanted to be able to be able to accomplish and do and be effective, how I did in, the Big South. And to be able to come over here to Louisville and kind of still be that effective and productive and, possibly winning another Player of the Year award would be huge. It'd be a big accomplishment for myself. And, I hopefully I can get it. I can win it.
Thank you, Carlik. We'll be back with Coach Mack shortly. We are